OTAs on Monday, and a 33-year-old retired minor league baseball player will be in the mix for a roster spot. I'm talking, of course, about Tim Tebow. The former Broncos QB will look to make the Jaguars as a tight end, despite being out of football since 2012. He is familiar in Jacksonville with current head coach Urban Meyer, as they won 2 national titles at Florida. Don't look for Julian Edelman to join Tim Tebow in the ranks of the unretired. Edelman said on the Michael Urban podcast, to quote, "I'm a one-team guy." Some wanted to connect the dots to reunite Julian and Tom Brady down in Tampa, but the man himself says otherwise. After being unable to find a trading partner, the Washington football team released right tackle Morgan Moses. Moses has started 96 consecutive games over the last 6 seasons, the second longest active streak in the NFL at his position. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Summer, it's almost here, but Memorial Day savings are already at the Home Depot. In-store, online, store-wide. Like 5 bags of Garden Fresh mulch for just $10. Save on everything from flower beds to a fresh coat of paint. From power tools to ceiling fans. Ready, set, summer. Memorial Day savings, here now, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limit 75 bags per customer. Color selection varies by store. While supplies last, continental U.S. only.
Napa know-how. Why get a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $27.99? Great question. Do you like getting $10 prepaid gift cards? Do you enjoy your car working? Do you love being called a genius? Who doesn't? Pick up Mobil 1 for $27.99 and get a $10 gift card. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. General States pricing. Sales prices not include applicable state and local taxes or recycling fees. Offer ends 5/31/21.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day, sunshine. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes, coming up, we've got news. We'll start off with World and California news headlines. Then we will head into local news. And Gene Brister at Carroll's Jr. on South 4th Street in El Centro. We'll have an update on the fire that extensively damaged. Gene will tell us what's going on there. And, we'll update a few other things for you as well. Just keep it tuned to AM 1230 KXO. You can also follow us on Facebook. We've got interesting things popping up on Facebook all the time. And our website, second to none, keeping you informed and up to date. There you go. Lots of things going on. Well, today is Friday, May 21st, 2021. Yeah, we'll update some weather for you and give you an idea what to expect for the weekend. I think you're going to like it. Looking back in history, on this date in 1970, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young recorded Ohio following the shootings at Kent State University. So, looking back to that date in history. We've got birthdays to celebrate today as well. Yeah, we've got our local birthdays, and we've got some big shot birthdays. We usually start off with the big shots. Well, they think they're big shots, and they demand that we call them that. The singer Ron Isley of the Isley Brothers is 80. Bill Champlin, he's the keyboardist for Chicago, is 74. Actor Carroll Potter is 73. Leo Sayer is 73. Comedian, I never found him particularly funny, except when he was in the U.S. Senate. Al Franken is 70. Lawrence Tiro, Mr. T, I pity the fool. Mr. T is 69. Yeah. Relegated to doing commercials on TV. And changing the subject, have you seen the Medicare commercials featuring Mike Ditka and Joe Namath? Ooh, those guys are scary. Anyway, drummer Stan Lynch of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers is 65. Actor Judge Reinhold, no more part of the Rat Pack. He's 64. Actor, director Nick Cassavetes is 62. Actor Lisa Edelstein, 55. Actor Farouza Balk is 47. Actor Sunkrish Bala, 37. Actor David Ajala is 35. Actor Ashley Brillo is 34. Actor Scott Leavenworth, 31. Actor Sarah Ramos is 30. We've got local birthdays coming up.
Explore the great outdoors this summer with Kokopah Casino. Each drawing, you have the chance to win great outdoor prizes, cash, or rewards play. Drawings every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday through June 26th. One lucky winner will go home with a custom side-by-side UTV. Earn entries daily by playing your favorite slots and table games with your rewards card. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. Winning is just around the corner at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Teresa Fregoso, Carla Navarro, Sam Marquez, Teresa Luquin, Pearl Esther Ramirez, Paul Wetherill, Norma Aguilar, Melissa Provencia, Christy Lynn Camden, Felipe Estrada, Esther Espinosa, Dante Castro, Mike Goodspeed, David Kaysen, Audrey Wendell, Ron Gallagher, J.T. Morgan, and Christian Pidonis. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. Coming up about 8:30 this morning, I will be visiting with Imperial County Public Health Department Director Janet Angulo, EMS Manager Chris Herring, and County Chief Executive Officer Tony Rahodas. We'll be updating the issues around COVID-19, and we'll also be talking to Chris Herring about EMS Week, which we've been celebrating all this week. Yeah. Right now, we've got news. World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Airline passengers are dealing with residual delays after waiting online for hours overnight because of an outage. CBS's Mola Lenghi is at LaGuardia.
A technical glitch by a third-party company called Sabre caused the delays for people trying to check in to their flights. Now, American and JetBlue Airlines are just some of the U.S. airlines affected by this.
There's guarded optimism in the Middle East on the first full day of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. CBS's Imtiaz Tayab spoke to Israeli political analyst Tal Schneider.
If it holds, is there a winner?
I think all sides are losing. I don't see anyone here who is winning those conflicts. It's repeating sin, conflict after conflict.
Help wanted signs are up at federal prisons. Nearly 1/3 of correctional officer jobs are vacant. It's forced lockups to use cooks, teachers, and nurses to guard inmates. Some prisoners are locked in their cells on weekends because there's no one to watch them. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Several states holding lotteries and staging giveaways to incentivize people to get their COVID vaccine. Governor Gavin Newsom says there are plans in the works here, too.
I think the ultimate incentive is saving your life and the lives of loved ones. We are prepared, and we've actually organized a proposal to provide incentives. We'll do that in a strategic way.
Even without incentives, more than 20 million Californians have received at least one dose of the vaccine. At least 80 incidents of cars being shot at while driving on Southern California freeways. Several more reports of BB shootings Thursday. CHP saying the time is of the essence when it comes to reporting the incidents.
What's happening is people continue driving. By the time they come to a stop, say 5-10 miles away, they'll call 911. A CHP officer will go to the scene, We don't even have the exact location anymore.
Officer Florentina Oliveira, the shootings have been going on since late April. Uber and Lyft cars have to be zero-emission vehicles by 2030 under rules passed by California's Air Resources Board. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
The lowest prices of the season are back this Thursday to Sunday only at JCPenney. Hurry to score thousands of deals on brands you love. Shop select Home Expressions bath towels for just $3.88. Women's St. John's Bay tees for just $6.88. And men's St. John's Bay polos for $9.88. And the prices are so low, there's no coupon needed. Celebrate a summer of savings with JCPenney. Offers valid 5/20 through 5/23. Some exclusions apply. See store or gcp.com for details.
We could all use a little extra hope. Cal Hope offers free tips and tools to help manage COVID-19 stress and anxiety. Call our warm line at 1-833-317-4673 to talk with someone who can help. Hope lives in California, in our businesses, schools, and homes, in our people, and in our shared hope for the future, one where we can all safely come together again. Visit calhope.org or call 1-833-317-4673. Hope lives here.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have two locations in the valley, one in Brawley at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, another on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Let's start off with Gene Brister in the field at Carroll's Jr. at 4th and the Freeway in El Centro. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll. At 6 a.m. this morning, the El Centro Fire Department received a call of a fire at Carl's Jr. on 4th Street. The fire ended up being a two-alarm fire. Personnel, as you can imagine, are on the scene. There's not a lot of information available right now, but with the wind and everything, it looks like, as I visited with the fire chief for El Centro, that the Carl's Jr. building is going to be a total loss. If you're on the freeway, you can see the ladder truck spraying water directly down on the fire. Again, nobody injured. That's good news. It is a two-alarm fire. It's on 4th Street. You can see the smoke from probably all over the city. Nobody was injured in the fire. From Carl's Jr. Fire on 4th Street, this is Gene Brister reporting.
And in other news, the COVID-19 vaccinations in Imperial County continue. George Gale has more.
The total number of vaccines administered in Imperial County is closing in on 130,000. According to the latest numbers, 127,313 have received at least one dose of the vaccinations needed to combat COVID-19. Of those, 29.20% have been fully vaccinated. According to the latest numbers provided by the County Public Health Department, there are currently 81 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. 14 of those are hospitalized, 3 in intensive care. Public Health says there are 10 ICU beds available in the county. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And KXO News time is 7:42. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Well, the Border Patrol rescues 3 more. George Gale has that story.
3 individuals had entered the U.S. illegally near Ocotillo. There were 2 adults and 1 17-year-old. Tuesday evening, the teen called 911 and said they were lost and out of drinking water. The 3 were found within 10 minutes of the call. 2 of the individuals lost were found near the Coyote Mountains north of Ocotillo. Third individual was found south of S2 Highway. One of the adults was suffering a dehydration and required an IV and supplemental oxygen to treat low oxygen levels. The teen and the other adult did not require any medical attention. The three were transported to the El Centro Sector Border Patrol station, where they were processed and then deported back to Mexico. Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents have rescued 122 people who were lost or in distress. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, they're back. Yes. It's the Southwest Chamber Orchestra with A Night at the Movies 2, featuring music from cinematic blockbusters. Tickets are $8. They're limited to 150 people per performance. And, you can get your tickets now for this evening's performance or Saturday's performance. That's A Night at the Movies 2, hosted by the Southwest Chamber Orchestra. Go online for your tickets. They will not be sold at the door. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Hi, this is Mike Morris. The Memorial Day Sell-a-thon is upon us. We got a selection of a few vehicles left. Come on down, grab them while they're still here, get your best deal. We have 0% financing for up to 84 months. Rebates up to $67.50, and if you have a used car that you don't want, bring it down. You would not believe what it's worth. I'll buy any used cars up from $1 to $100,000 as long as they're in great condition. Come on down, see what we can do for you, and remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money.
Page two of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance as well. David H. West Insurance Services. The El Centro Chamber of Commerce has received a prestigious award. George Gale has more.
They received a 2021 President's Circle Award. It was presented by the California Chamber of Commerce, recognized for excellence in business advocacy and helping members comply with labor laws. California Chamber of Commerce has named the El Centro Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau and 13 other local chambers recipients of the 2021 President's Circle Award. The award, first presented in 2009, recognizes chambers for excellence in business advocacy and helping members comply with California employment laws. The award-winning chambers were announced during the Cal Chamber Virtual Capital Summit on May 12th. 5 of the chambers have received the award all 13 years it has been presented. El Centro Chamber is one of them. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, we've got more information on the Wednesday fire. This is the Wednesday fire at A American Self-Storage on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. El Centro Fire responded to the site after an El Centro police officer on patrol noticed smoke coming from the storage facility. A second alarm was requested shortly after El Centro Fire responded to the scene, and shortly after that, it went to 3-alarm status. Firefighters and equipment from the cities of Imperial, Calexico, Brawley, Holtville, and Westmoreland, as well as Imperial County Fire Department, NAF El Centro, and crews from Centinela and Calipatria State Prisons responded. A total of 37 firefighters were on scene at the height of the blaze. Crews were able to clear from the scene shortly before 8:30 Wednesday night. 3 firefighters received minor injuries. They're expected to fully recover. Cause of the fire remains under investigation. A total of 90 storage units were affected by the fire, with 40 suffering heavy fire damage. The COVID memorial is there. George Gale has more.
It was held Saturday, May 15th, Dignitaries from Brawley, Calexico, Calipatria, El Centro, Hoteville, Imperial, and Westmoreland, as well as the County of Imperial, came together to reflect on COVID-19 and the impact it has made on their communities over the past year. A wall of hope was set up at the First Responders Park in El Centro. The wall will remain in place through the month, and the public is invited to write a message of remembrance of a loved one or a message of encouragement to a first responder. Those interested in writing a message should contact the El Centro City Manager's Office. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, an event called Never Forget Our Vets will be held June 5th at the Brawley American Legion Post. From 6 till 8 p.m. is dinner, live music at 9. And again, that is on June 5th. KXO News Time is 7:48.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
According to the National Weather Service, a mostly dry weather system will continue to bring breezy to locally windy conditions through tomorrow. Temperatures dropping to below normal levels through the weekend. Very dry air will persist across the region next week, with temperatures warming back to around normal readings starting Monday. 92 the high yesterday, 58 our low this morning. Winds gusted up to 37 miles an hour yesterday afternoon. Today will be sunny with a high near 81. West-northwest wind 15 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 55. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour, and could gust as high as 35 miles an hour. Winds will decrease to 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 82. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny with a high near 89. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. 63 degrees downtown El Centro, 45% our relative humidity. Wind out of the west at about 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere except right at the border where there's elevated PM 2.5 for moderate air quality. And that's it for page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Wizards whip the Pacers 142-115 in the East play-in game for the 8th seed. NBA action will continue over the weekend. The Heat and the Bucks, the Mavericks and the Clippers, the Celtics and the Nets, and the Trailblazers and the Nuggets will all be in action in the first round NBA playoff series.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, baseball, the Angels over the Twins, 7-1. Yeah, Albert Pujols, home run. Yeah, he hit a home run. Let's hear it for Albert. That was game one of the Angels-Twins doubleheader. The Twins took the nightcap, 6-3. Yeah, Miguel Sano hit a grand slam. Yeah. Anyway, the Giants, well, somebody check what's on their buffet table. The Giants pounded the Reds 19-4. Rays ripped the Orioles 10-1. Yankees shut out the Rangers 2-0. Cubs topped the Nationals 5-2. Astros over the A's 8-4. Marlins blanked the Phillies 6-0. Pirates went 10 innings before they beat the Braves 6-4. Red Sox nipped the Blue Jays 8-7. And the Dodgers, they slid by the Diamondbacks 3-2. I mentioned Albert Pujols hit a home run. Yeah, well, he plays for the Dodgers, not for the Angels. Yeah, he hit the home run for the Dodgers. Well, that's the way it works. Anyway, the 2021 BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells, frequently referred to as the fifth major of tennis, has been rescheduled. It will be played in October. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. And what's going on? Well, vaccinated shoppers and workers, you know, it's up in the air. Yeah. For the most part, across the U.S., shoppers and workers can ditch their masks at retail stores. Not in California yet. California is still maintaining the mask mandate and expected to be there through June 15th. And what's happening on Wall Street? Well, Facebook has overtaken Amazon as a top hedge fund holding, according to Goldman Sachs. European stocks are gaining slight. JP Morgan says the S&P 500 target is at 4,400 and will increase share prices. The markets right now, the Dow up 268 points at 34,000. 352. The S&P 500 up at 4,176. That's up $17. NASDAQ off $8.85 at 13,326. Meanwhile, gold down $10.30 an ounce. Oil up $1.53 a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 81. West-northwest wind 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 55. West wind 20 to 25 miles an hour with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. The winds decreasing after midnight to 10 to 15 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 82. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. And we have 64 degrees downtown, 42% relative humidity. Winds at 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 40 miles an hour through the Imperial Valley. Be aware, travelers advisory for high-profile vehicles along Interstate 8. Yes, the freeway is open. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. A computer glitch led to long lines and chaos at many of the nation's airports. Misty Woods was trying to fly from Orlando to L.A.
They're not telling us anything. We have connecting flights. There's a ton of people here.
CBS's Chris Van Cleve says the issue's been fixed, but there have been some cancellations and hundreds of delays.
3 U.S. airlines use Sabre, American, JetBlue, and Alaska. They would be the airlines that were affected here. And Sabre is the reservation system. It is basically the nerve center of all of the customer-facing systems an airline uses. Without a reservation system, you can't check flyers in, you can't check bags, and you can't close out a flight for departure.
Overseas trouble reported today during the first full day of a Mideast ceasefire. CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb.
In the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, we could see Israeli forces and Palestinian protesters confronting each other. We could hear sound grenades going off, tear gas going off, all of which is very concerning. But for now, we have not seen any Israeli strikes and certainly no Hamas rocket fire.
Prosecutors have asked a federal judge to allow a review of the evidence seized from Rudy Giuliani's home and office last month. 18 electronic devices, including computers and phones, now in government hands. COVID vaccine makers suggest booster shots may be needed later this year or next. On CBS This Morning, Dr. Anthony Fauci says they'll know more when studies are completed.
The fact is we don't know. It would really be for the possibility. But there's no set rule now that says in 6 months or in a year we're going to require a boost.
What a difference a year makes in the pandemic. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez says what was once in short supply is now overstocked.
Check out a CVS or a Target today, and you'll see rows and rows of hand sanitizer, even prized brands like Purell. Stores are on a mission to unload supplies with huge discounts. The controller of a Piggly Wiggly in Alabama and Georgia says they're offering 4-for-1 specials after sales almost stopped earlier this year.
More charges could be filed against the Army trainee who hijacked a bus full of school kids in South Carolina earlier this month. Authorities say he's tried to escape from jail. In a joint venture, Prince Harry and Oprah Winfrey share personal stories about mental health.
I'm talking about growing up with no running water and an outhouse, and he was like, well, I am the exact opposite of that. Which goes to show that we all have this spectrum of our mental well-being in common.
She's co-creator of a new Apple TV Plus documentary series exploring mental health issues. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 257. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
If the new Oral-B IO electric toothbrush had a theme song, this would be it.
I think you're gonna wanna see this.
Only IO combines Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head with gentle micro vibrations for a brushing experience even dentists have hailed as literally the best brush I've ever used. Get the wow of a professional clean feel every day with the new IO from Oral-B, the #1 brand used by dentists.
You're gonna see what everybody's talking about.
Oral-B, brush like a pro.
Having your own home is awesome, but it's also a lot of work. The good news, finding help for your projects is easier than ever. Introducing Angie, the app that puts all your home care needs at your fingertips. Need a pro to fix that emergency leak? Maybe find someone to build a deck, or even set your seasonal tasks on autopilot. Angie can handle all that and more. Expert pros, hundreds of home projects, clear pricing, and the easiest way to book and pay in seconds. This is Angie, your home for everything home. Download the app today.
As the U.S. and its NATO allies continue to pull troops out of Afghanistan, CBS's Cammie McCormick tells us they're also planning for what's ahead.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said NATO will continue to train Afghan forces elsewhere.
We are planning to provide military education and training outside Afghanistan, focusing on special operation forces.
It's not clear where that training will take place. He also said NATO would continue to provide funding to keep Kabul airport functioning. That's been a major concern with so many diplomats and others still traveling through there.
The IOC's vice president in charge of the Tokyo Olympics says the games will open in just over 2 months, even if the city and other parts of Japan are under a state of emergency because of rising COVID cases. John Coates says the Olympics will go on even if local medical experts advise against it. I'm Steve Kathan. CBS News.
The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ivedc.com. CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.